Hello everyone, this is Hualing with China Xinhua News. Let me ask you one question. What if a single thought or brainwave can help move a paralyzed limb? And before we start today's tour around the second affiliated hospital of Chongqing Medical University, let's just thinking about this question in our mind. So this is Chongqing. This is Southwest China's Chongqing municipality, and this is its very first clinical research ward dedicated to brain-computer interface. And today we are going to show you and find out the answer to that question: how brainwave or a single thought can help improve patients suffering from stroke or Parkinson's diseases can move again. And let's find out. And we are heading to the very first clinical research ward of a second affiliated hospital of Chongqing Medical University. And we are now arriving at one of the research ward. And let's get inside. And we can see our nurse and is equipping our patient with this brain-computer interface. So after a stroke or suffering Parkinson's diseases, many patients experience long-term motor impairment. For some, even the simplest movement, lifting a finger or lifting the leg, become a challenge. And this is our patient who is helped with the equipment or with the computer interface, brain-computer interface equipment, and that is helping him rehabilitation after stroke. 现在我是可以跟他说话的嘛 So actually during this whole process, I can communicate with our patient. So first, we'd like to get some self-introduction of the patient. 就是老师您好，能给我们就是说一下您个人就是什么情况吗？就是在这边来利用这个脑机接口。
我主要是左下肢无力，我是腔隙性梗塞那种病人。
就是左跟下肢哈。
左下肢。
就是主要是那个脑梗那个。
脑梗后遗症。脑梗后遗症。
So after the cerebral infarction, he's suffering from he can't doing like lifting his left leg after the cerebral infarction. So 那就是你是怎么样就是知道通过脑机接口可以来做这个康复训练？
我是通过视频宣传和朋友介绍到这个地方来的。
I just asked him how did he know about the brain-computer interface can help him in rehabilitation. He just told me that after watching all this video, and his friend told him that he can come to this hospital to try the brain-computer interface. 那就是通过这个来这个脑机接口康复训练啊，什么感觉呢？就是整个过程，你大概什么时候过来的？
我是3月份到这个地方来的。做了脑机接口啊。就是下肢走路没得那个闪，稍微有一点点力，走路稍微好一点点。
就是它可以帮助你那个，就是。
可以帮助那种。
就相当于是通过你这个脑壳去想要这个左脚移动。
都是个意思。对。
So I just asked him about how did he feel using this brain-computer interface. He told us that with this, like he can use his brain wave, like just a single simple thought. He can move his left leg just by simple thought. 那觉得整个用这样的康复对你来说是什么感受？就是觉得现在我们这种医疗的科技啊什么的。
目前那个做了过后啊，左脚啊可以抬得起来了那种，原来是只能拖到地上走，就做了过后稍微感觉要好一点，抬得起腿一点。
整个康复用的，就是现在你已经做了多少次这样的康复？多长
我
时间
做了也有5次了嘛，做了5、6次。
OK，就是每天都来吗？
每天来几个，他们那里做我都来。
就是已经来5天连续来5天。
做了5次了大概。
So he come to the hospital to come to this research institute every day, like 5 days in a row, and he can feel that now he can use his brain wave to control his left leg. Not like before, he can't move his left leg, or he has to use a walking stick.
我对那几节课我还是有点对他们那个治疗还是有点信心感觉，感觉还是。
He's saying that he has confidence in this brain-computer interface because he feels very well. Now he feels relaxed and he can not that he can feel his left leg, but he can use his brainwave to control his left leg. And this is we are seeing is the computer interface, and they tap all this equipment around his head. So Mr. Lee just said at first he wasn't sure it would work, but when he saw his leg move even a little, he was surprised. And now he comes to the institute, come to this clinical research ward every day under the medical supervision. So how did all this brain-computer interface happen really, or how do the equipment, the brain-computer interface help all these patients? We're gonna invite our doctor to introduce us more detail about this high tech, and please.
Okay.
First, maybe you can come step this side, and first. Please give us a brief introduction of yourself.
My name is 陆婉婷哈，我还要介绍我自己是吧？
是的。
I'm his administrator doctor of him, and after the BCI assistant rehabilitation, his leg more better than before.
Can you introduce us that like how did this or how did this computer interface equipment work?
Okay, the patient is using what we call motor imagery, and even if the muscle cannot move, the brain can still generate signals of intention. Then we capture the signals and translate them into stimulation to assist movement.
Yeah. So these are his brainwave signals?
Yeah, these brain signals. And we collect the EEG signals from the scalp and decoding them using algorithms and convert them into commands. And then at the same time, these commands will trigger the external devices to assist movement.
Oh.
Yeah, and this creates a feedback loop between our body and our brain. Yeah.
Oh. That sounds, and also it looks like very sci-fi. I saw this in like scientific fiction movies or fictions, and now it is coming to reality. 通过这样的训练以后，有没有什么变化？
目前呢，抬腿要稍微有力一点。
I'm asking, have he noticed any change after the training? He said yes. After several sessions, his leg feel more responsive, and he feel more relaxed. And since our doctor has already told us how do computer interface, brain-computer interface work, And I'm gonna ask her how do the whole process or the brain-computer interface progressed so far?
Okay, so far we have received almost 100 patients in this research world, and many of them, especially stroke patients, have functional improvements after BCI assisted rehabilitation. Yeah, yeah. So even small improvement can significantly improve his daily life. And at the same time, these cases can provide us with valuable clinical data to refine our technologies. Thank you.
So when did we introduce this brain-computer interface equipment to our hospital?
Last year?
Last year. So this is actually very new to us.
Yeah.
But the technology is not new, or it is new to China or Chongqing.
This technology is almost very new in our country or in the world. Around the world, BCI technologies is advancing rapidly. Okay, and with a growing investment and in clinical interest. So the demand is driven by millions of patients affected by neurological disorders.
So neurological disorders include like a stroke or Parkinson.
Oh, Alice.
Oh.
Alice is the most difficult disease in the world.
Oh.
Yeah.
So what we are seeing now is using brainwave to move, or
Yeah. Help him habilitation.
oh. So actually, we can use brainwave to control the whole body.
Yeah, the brainwave can control his whole body.
So as long as the patient can think.
Yeah.
Oh. So they are adjusting what? That is adjusting the.
More fitable for his body.
Oh.
They make the equipment more fitable for his body. Yeah.
See. So if he's thinking, I want to move my left leg, and then his left leg can move.
Yeah, when he thinks that he wants to move his left leg, and the brainwave will appearance the same brain waves, and we will capture the waves and to translate them.
So during the whole process, the patient have to be calm and focus.
Yeah.
So this rehabilitation is actually helping build his muscle, or helping?
No. It's we want to build his brain net, and the brain can control his body. And new brain contact in his infection area. Yeah.
Oh, I see. So according to the doctors here in the second affiliated hospital of Chongqing Medical University, that one thing we are sure that BCI technology essentially establish a direct communication pathway between the brain and external devices, like we are seeing now. By identifying brain signals, interpreting the brain's intentions, and translating them into computer commands, it enables interaction between humans and the machines or the external environment. and the machine is asking him to focus and to think the movement. It is saying congratulations, succeed. Now the patient is using his brain wave. He's sending the brain signal to the equipment. And now starting imagine he can to move the leg. So this technology is applicable in the treatment and rehabilitation of neurological conditions such as stroke sequelae and Parkinson's disease, helping patients improve limb function and enhance their overall quality of life. BCI are primarily categorized into non-invasive and invasive types. Non-invasive BCIs do not require brain surgery, achieving therapeutic effects through wearable devices like we are seeing now. And according to the doctor that she just mentioned, that a market research firm, the global BCI market was valued at $2.94 billion in 2025. So brain-computer interface can really change our living conditions and change our world in a good way. And now we are seeing the patient is using his brain wave or brain signal, sending the brain signal to the computer and using it to control his legs. And the brain signal is sending to be calm and to imagine that he can move his leg. So all this process that he can do is using his brain signal. So we just witnessed how the patient after getting stroke is using the brain-computer interface to rehabilitation. And now we are heading to as we just mentioned, the very first clinical research ward in South